Campaigning for Sri Lanka's presidential election has gained momentum, with candidates making their final push to attract the voters. The top contenders have been conducting meetings and rallies in various locations, tackling a variety of issues. As the incumbent president, Ranil Wickremesinghe, seeks re-election as an independent, he is challenged by opposition leader Sajith Premadasa from SJB and Anura Kumara Dissanayake from the leftist National People's Power Alliance. Dr. Ahmed Moin Farooqi joins us from Colombo. Ahmed, good morning. Get us the latest on electioneering in Sri Lanka, as the voting will happen on Saturday. Get us more as to how is the political fever, reaching the crescendo there in Sri Lanka.
Priti, good morning, and good morning to all our viewers from Colombo here. You see, today is the last day of the campaigning before Sri Lanka enters into the silence period. There's going to be a 72-hour silence period before the elections are held on 21st, that is the Saturday of this week. Currently speaking, all the front-runner candidates are going to be holding their election meetings and rallies in Colombo today. And in view of this, the police has issued special arrangements, and traffic diversions have been made so as not to cause any discomfort to the other people who would be going about their daily life. At the same time, the Election Commission has said that anybody who would be, campaigning during the silence period would be considered as someone who is violating the election laws, and due action will be taken against that person. Election Commission has also said that the ballot boxes have been dispatched to the returning officers of 13,400 plus polling stations across the island, Preeti. Meanwhile, the campaigning is going on at a crescendo. All the front runners have been trying to woo the voters. They had been, till yesterday, they had been campaigning at various parts in the island. They were talking about various policy measures that they would bring out once their government is declared victorious. And they are also talking about various other social issues which plague the island and which are the key issues in the elections. But for today, it appears like this is going to be the last chance for the front runners to make a push to woo the voters. Preeti.
All right. Also, Ahmed, help us get a quick glimpse into the political contest in Sri Lanka. Get us more on the political contenders there. How tight is the political race?
Preeti, to begin with, I should say that this election is going to be a very close fight, as per what I have seen so far and what many other experts in Sri Lanka have been saying. That said, I should also say that, in 2022, Sri Lanka went through the worst of its economic crisis ever since it got free in 1948. That was a time when there was an acute forex crisis, which then later on translated into a short supply of essentials like rice, other food grains, the fertilizers, medicines, and fuel. We had seen serpentine huge queues before the petrol sheds. That was a time when India had come in with a huge assistance of $4.5 billion as a humanitarian assistance at that point of time. Thereafter, from then to now, this is going to be the first election after that. The Aragalia protest had culminated with resigning and ousting of the then President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, who belonged to SLPP. Gotabaya Rajapaksa had won 2019 election on a nationalist flank with a very high populist kind of promise of reducing income tax and various other taxes, including the indirect taxes. But thereafter, once the island had seen the kind of economic crisis, now the entire political arena is open as of now, with all the other parties trying to woo the voters in coming forward with how they would help Sri Lanka recover from the economic crisis. Economic crisis is, for now, it has been stabilized, but Sri Lanka is not yet out of the woods, Preeti. So that is one of the major political issues, the election issues that we are going to see in this election. And on 21st, the polling will happen, and thereafter counting will happen on the same day, with a possibility that any of the candidates getting 50% of the vote, there will be a winner who will emerge. But in the eventuality, none of them gets 50%, then the second round of counting will happen among the top two contenders. Thereafter, the maximum votes who gets, that person would be declared as the winner. Preeti.
All right, Ahmed, we leave it here. Thank you so much for joining in with those details.